Hi friends, welcome to my channel, Yaya's Heart Tarot. Today is Monday, September 12th, and we'll be doing a couple of readings for Monday messages today. These are messages to help you make the best of your upcoming week. We're going to be doing 2 readings today, but before we get into that, as has become the tradition with most of my readings, I'm going to go through my meditation messages that I picked up in my preparatory meditation prior to the readings today. There was just 3 today, and these messages for Monday messages and also my midweek messages are typically some sort of general messages as to what some of you can expect for the week, and some general guidance on how to best get through the week. So the first thing that I had in my meditation was not a vision at all. It was a somatic message. It was a feeling. It was a pain in my upper teeth. And so I took this to mean that for some of you, be careful that you don't bite off more than you can chew this week. Be careful that you don't take on more than you can actually handle. You may be inclined to do that if someone asks you to take on some extra work. If someone asks you to just do anything that's out of the ordinary for you, anything that's kind of beyond what you would normally be doing this week, be very, very careful before you accept that extra work or extra responsibility, because it may end up coming back to bite you. Again, with the teeth coming back to bite you. So the second vision that I saw was a very beautiful painted heart. It was very, very deep reds and golds, kind of a metallic gold around the edges of it. I took this to mean that for some of you, this will be the week that you're going to meet your soulmate. For others of you, you may already be in a relationship, but this is going to be the week where that relationship is going to be made exclusive, or perhaps a love offer extended, an engagement, or just, someone proclaiming their undying love and that they want to spend the rest of their life with you. So regardless of what your relationship status is now, whether you don't have a significant other, or you do have a significant other and it's just, or you have somebody that you've been seeing but you're not actually exclusive, or you have a significant other but you're not engaged or betrothed, or married. So for some of you, this is going to be the week that soul commitment is going to be made, is going to show up. That person's going to come into your life, or that person is going to declare that they only want to be with you, or this person will ask you to commit to them for the rest of your lives together. So, and then the third thing, again, it wasn't actually a vision at all, but I heard birds in my right ear, sort of chattering. And so that means for some of you, be very careful not to get engaged in needless gossip, or be very careful that if you've been entrusted with a secret, that you don't divulge that secret to someone else. Particularly be careful if it is a secret that you are comfortable telling. Some people, just make sure that the people that you tell that to are the right people. Make sure you don't give away secrets to someone who's going to use them against you, or against another person that might be involved with the secret. Or if you are making an argument or stating a case or anything like that, make sure that whatever comes out of your mouth can be substantiated. Don't start making up facts. Don't be spouting opinions. Just be very careful, for some of you, what comes out of your mouth this week, because it could have ramifications going forward. It could cause you some problems. It could cause you some problems immediately. It could cause you some problems on down the road. But just be very careful to not get engaged in saying things that could have harm for someone else, or cannot be substantiated, could be questionable or untrue. Just be very, very careful with what you say this week. So those were the meditation messages that I got. So for some of you, those may be some points of advice or something to watch for. And as is typical with these readings that have to do with the future, the near future, but nonetheless the future, some of those things may not mean anything to you now. In fact, probably most of them won't. But just keep them in mind as the week unfolds, because you could find yourself in this situation, like for instance, the situation of saying something that you're going to regret. And so having gotten this message, which you may not pay much attention to now, but maybe when the time comes and you're about to say something, maybe that will remind you, oh man, maybe I better step back a little bit and just make sure that I really should say this. With the teeth thing, when somebody comes to you, a good friend, a family member, and says, hey, can you do this for me? And it seems like it's no big deal. And you're about to say, sure, no problem. Or yeah, I guess I can do that. Hopefully, this message will come back to you, and you might say, well, wait a minute, let me just factor in what I have to do this week and what this job is really entailing, or what this request is really asking of me. So they may not mean anything now, but going forward they might. So keep those in mind. So the two groups that we're going to be working with today, Monday's messages are kind of all about practicality. So I've got some kind of practical items today, one in particular. But group 1 is a mortar and pestle. This is soapstone. So a black mortar and pestle for group 1. And then group 2 is a container full of Q-tips. Don't ask me why I felt that this was the appropriate object to have for group 2, but it just really jumped out at me when I saw it. So that's what we're going to use for group 2. So group 1 is the mortar and pestle, and group 2 is the container of Q-tips. So whichever group calls to you, the readings will be linked to a timestamp in the description box below. So to get to the beginning of your reading, simply drop into the description box, click on the timestamp that corresponds to your group, and it'll take you straight to your reading, and I will see you there. Hi group 1, this is your reading, the mortar and pestle. The first messages that we would like to get, Spirit, please, are messages for the general energy of the week for group 1. What is the general energy of their week coming up, please, Spirit? Okay, so we got the Judgment, the Ace of Swords, and the Page of Cups. So this week is going to be one that is going to present not just challenges for you. There will be challenges, but you're actually going to be judged on those challenges. You're going to be, it's going to be a week of potentially being micromanaged. It could be a week where a lot of things are riding on what you do this week. There's not going to be much that's going to be able to slip by. Somebody's going to be watching you closely this week, and they're going to be there's going to be a lot riding on what you do this week, and it is going to make you feel really pretty apprehensive. You're going to be feeling pretty unsure of yourself. You are going to be feeling just like almost afraid to take a step, walking on eggshells. That's the energy of the week. There's going to be somebody really watching you, paying attention to you, watching your every move, and it's going to make you feel really, really nervous, and insecure. So that's the energy of the week for you. So Spirit, what challenges might Group 1 face this week? What challenges might be coming up for Group 1? Let me get this card that fell on the floor. All right. Okay. We got the Four of Wands, we got the Four of Cups, we got the Queen of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. So we got a couple of fours here. Fours are cards of very foundational energy. Interesting. These two cards, the meanings of them are not very close. We've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. The Four of Cups, you are, well, the challenge is that you're going to be feeling like you've got too much coming at you. Yeah, okay, so the challenge is that you're going to feel like you've got a lot coming at you, and it's going to be very public, or it's going to be under scrutiny, and so that is a big challenge for you. Also, that someone is going to be judging whether you are doing well or not, and we've already kind of talked about this. So that is the challenges that are coming at you. And you are going to feel like it's a pretty heavy weight. Somebody is going to be really, really keeping their finger on you all week long. It's not just that they're going to stop in and see how things are going from time to time. This is someone who's going to sit right there and make sure that every little thing that you do is done the way they want it to be done, by the book. So that's the challenges that you could be facing this week. You're going to have a lot on your plate. There's going to be somebody that's watching you do virtually everything. And in fact, it might be even beyond just whoever it is that's like supervising you. It might be because of the situation that you're in. It might be drawing attention of even outside people who are just kind of noticing what's going on, and that might even put some additional pressure on you just because so many people are watching. They could be people who are commiserating with you. You know, they feel bad for your situation. They want help, but they really can't. So they could just be kind of trying to provide you with a little bit of moral support from a distance, but actually it's just going to look more and feel more like it's just more people watching your every move. So that's what is the challenge that you're going to be facing this week, that you could be facing this week. Spirit, thank you for that message. And what is the best way for Group 1 to navigate their challenges this week? What is the best way for them to navigate these challenges? The Hermit, the Five of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Fool, and Temperance. Okay. Well, So what you're going to need to do is to, with the Hermit and the Temperance card, you're going to need to sort of pull back, kind of go within yourself, find a Zen place. Not take any of the supervision too personally. You just have to kind of pull into yourself and just draw upon your self-confidence, your calm place. Just know that you can't change the situation, so the best thing to do is just to stay calm. You're also going to want to know that no matter how much criticism this person or situation might bring upon you, there is still potential there. So even if there's some things that you screw up, even if you don't think that they're screwed up, in fact, you may very well feel like what you're doing is right, but it could be that there's a new policy that's going into effect, or there's been a policy that's never been upheld, and now somebody from the outside is coming in to make sure that everything is done properly, and it never has been before, and you may not have even known that. But this card is telling you that regardless of whatever nitpicking there is, or blame is thrown, or errors pointed out to you, and you're judged for those things, just know that there are still good things. There is still positives about what you're doing, and that is also being noted. It may not be, they may not, if someone is overseeing you and supervising you, they may not be as vocal about the good things that you're doing as they are about the criticism of things that are gone wrong. But those things are there. The good things are there, and they're being taken note of. The Eight of Cups, again, we're going back to this energy of sort of going in and finding your Zen place. This is just telling you to walk away from any battles that you might want to pick. That there are going to be moments that you're going to want to argue about whatever criticisms that it is that you're getting. But don't do it. Just walk away from it. Find this quiet place inside. Find this middle ground, this place of calm and peace, and just step away. Just step away from it. And realize that this is whatever the situation is, it's kind of the start of it's teaching you how to move forward. It could be that this is some new rules that are going into effect, maybe at work. It could be that that this is having to deal with a new person who is very, very set in their ways. So whatever the situation is, just keep in mind that this week, even though it's really tough and everything is up in the air and everything is just crap, potentially. I mean, not everything, but a lot of things are being criticized and judged, and you're being told that things are not being done right. Even though that's going on, keep in the back of your mind that this is just training for moving forward. This is just, the purpose of this is just to show you how things are going to need to go moving forward so that things will flow more easily for you. So just remember that even though this might feel really hard and really frustrating, it's giving you the basis to launch forward and make things go more smoothly in the future. So that's the best way to deal with those challenges. So Spirit, thank you for those messages. What blessings or rewards can Group 1 expect this week? And we're going to go with a different deck here. Let me see. I think this one. So what blessings or rewards can Group 1 expect from this week, please, Spirit? What's the good stuff going to happen this week, Spirit, for Group 1? Okay. Okay, excellent. So we got the World card, which means that you are going to be completing a cycle. You're going to close out one thing that is obsolete, but that you have completed. You've done well, but now it's time to switch it up and go to something new, which is what this Ace of Stones is talking about here. You're going to start out something brand new, and it may not be like completely thrown out the baby with the bathwater, but it's going to be switching things up. But in the long run, this is actually going to end up being something that is more profitable, something that is more productive, something that is more stable for you, and it's going to really feel good once you get this figured out. Once you get whatever these changes are, once you get it down, this is going to be something that everybody is going to celebrate. It's going to be something that improves the situation for all the people who are involved, and they're going to really thank you for helping to move this forward. And it's going to be something that everybody is going to want to celebrate, because it's going to, like I said, it's going to usher in this new state of increased productivity, increased wealth, increased abundance, increased stability. Everything. This is starting a period of time. Again, here we finished this out, and now we are coming around and starting a whole new process. And this process is going to be way better than what you've been through so far. So, Spirit, thank you for those messages. And what is the best way for Group 1 to draw those blessings to them? What is the best way for them to draw those blessings forward to them? Okay, so we got the 10 of Stones. We got the 4 of Thunder. We got the Strength card, the Wheel of Fortune, the 6 of Cups, the Magician. Okay, so the best way for you to bring this forward, the first thing that you're going to want to do is to, once things get kind of settled, you're going to want to take a breather. You're going to want to take some time to let all of this new information kind of settle in. You're going to want to be able to acclimate it into yourself, so that it makes sense, so that it sort of lands solidly, so you remember it and you know how to implement whatever it is. It becomes something that is more of a routine, maybe. It becomes something that just makes more sense for you. In this training phase or this changing phase, when everything's changing, there's so many things coming at once oftentimes that it's really, really tough to remember everything, to make sense of everything, and to make things flow well. So the best way to bring these blessings forward is to, take a breather after all of this comes in. Once this week is over and you've been through all of this, or whatever, however long this change, this training, this whatever this is takes, you're going to need to step back, take some time to really let it sink in. We've got this 10 of Pentacles here. That's really letting everything sink in, become solid within you, a part of you, before you really launch into putting it into effect. The other thing that you're going to want to do to bring these blessings forth is just to let them create their own way, basically. I mean, once you get all of this, whatever this is that you're changing, ideas or procedures or tools that you're working with, whatever it is that you're changing, once you let that settle in and you get comfortable with it, really comfortable with it, then you want to just sort of put it into motion and see what comes out. We got the Wheel of Fortune here. We've got the 6 of Cups, which is all about approaching something from sort of a childlike mood, or a childlike, I'm sorry, I can't think of the word that I want, attitude. And then the Wheel of Fortune is just kind of seeing what happens. So approach this new phase with enthusiasm, and then kind of just let it do what it needs to do. We've got the Magician here, which means that it's going to, with your help, you are going to be able to manifest whatever going forward that's going to create this situation that's much, much more productive or much more abundant or wealthy or prosperous. You've got all those tools, and you're gaining these tools through this week. You have the core tools yourself, but you're gaining new tools as well this week. And so after you have had a chance to let all of this sink in, to let all of this become a part of you, then set out and put it in motion and kind of let it run the show, and see what happens. Just kind of let it do its own thing. And it's this magician card, it's going to work out, and it's going to pan out, that it's going to be something, it's going to be your vision. It's going to be the vision, whosever vision this is. It's going to come to pass, is what that magician card is saying. So don't doubt it. Okay, so Spirit, thank you for these messages. What will be the outcome for Group 1? And I think we need a different deck again. What's going to be the outcome for them? Okay, Spirit, what's going to be the outcome for Group 1 of their week? And remember, guys, this is the outcome for this week. So this may not be this, amazing, productive, beautiful outcome that we're talking about here, because this is just the outcome for this week. So let's get the outcome for this week and see where we're at by the time the week winds up. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Wands, we've got the King of Pentacles, and we've got the Queen of Cups. Wow! 3 pretty powerful cards there. So the Ace of Wands is at the end of this week, things are going to be rolling to in that they are, instead of being things that are hard and stumbling around and trying to make things work out, you're going to be to the point where you're actually starting to see things coming together. You're actually beginning to see the potential of this, and you're getting excited about it. You're going to be at a place where, again, the King of Pentacles, we're talking about this stability, we're talking about this mastery, this just things are going to be much more solid by the end of the week. You're going to have a good grasp on what's going on. And the Queen of Cups, you're going to, all of the anxiety and the self-doubt and stuff is just going to be washed away. You're going to be able to see this potential. You're going to be able to see that this really does have potential. You're understanding the whole situation. You are really beginning to understand the situation, and it's making sense to you. It's getting solid. And so that is going to ease up, that's going to ease up your fears, your concerns, and you're going to have you're going to just feel much calmer about things. You're going to feel calm. You're going to feel optimistic about things, and you're going to, by the end of the week, you're going to be telling your significant other or whoever, your friend, I really didn't know if this was going to pan out, but now I see what they're getting at, or now I see the beauty of this, and I believe it, and I'm excited about it. I feel like this is really going to be good. So that's how the week is going to end up. So that's good. It looks like you're going to make really some significant progress just this week toward this vision that's really going to be nice. So we did pull a lesson card. So let's see what that is. We got service. I feel good when I can help others. I feel good when I can help others. So let's see what the book says about service. Service, one of the most evolved gifts that a soul possesses, is giving of itself. There's a reason why it feels good to give. It is because your soul resonates with that vibration. Your soul should be aware that it might currently be in a situation in which it needs to be fulfilled on higher levels. And this can only happen through the attribute of humbly serving and supporting others. So I think that this is saying, right now, you may not feel great the way things are going right now, but in doing humbly what is asked of you, even though it may not be asked of you very kindly, or it may be a lot. But by doing that, by going ahead and saying, yes, I'm going to do this, I'm happy to do this for you, it's going to come back to repay you. So it says, put yourself in a position in which you can benefit another soul in any way possible and demonstrate unconditional love toward others. This might mean bringing yourself into your heart space and letting everything you involve yourself in come from an attitude of giving freely. You have to learn to direct your green heart light energy through all your thoughts, actions, and deeds. Look around and see where and how you can serve another. Perhaps one way would be to ask a friend if you can help clean up his or her office or run errands. Maybe volunteer to watch your neighbor's kids so the parents can have a night out. Make a meal for someone who might be sick. Volunteer in a hospital or hospice. Perform an activity that enriches someone else's life. So I think that this is saying that these tasks that are going to be asked of you may seem menial, they may seem too much to ask of you. It could be that just the pressure put on you to do these tasks that you don't feel like maybe are your job might be a lot. But this card is saying, approach everything with a humble attitude, approach everything with an open mind and an open heart in particular, an open heart that and know that this is going to lead to a much better situation for not just you, but if you remember going back to the Three of Cups here, this is going to lead to a much better situation for everyone. And you are going to be instrumental in bringing that forward. So good reading here, Group 1. I'm excited to see you excel. I know this week might be a little bit tough, but now that you kind of know that going forward, hopefully that'll help you to get through it as well. Best of luck with your week. I hope everything goes as smoothly as possible and that the outcome is as amazing as it looks like it will be. So best of luck to you, and thanks for being with me. I hope to see you again soon. Bye. Hi, Group 2. This is your reading, the Q-tip container. Spirit, the first message we'd like to get is, what is the general energy of the week for Group 2, please? What is Group 2's week's general energy? What is the energy going forward with this week for Group 2, please? We don't need that many cards. Let's try and pare that down just a little bit. Spirit, what is the energy going forward for the week for Group 2? All right, well, interesting. We got both the Lovers and the Two of Cups. So your week is going to have to do with relationships. There's going to be some serious energy around relationships. This could be significant other relationships. This could be best friend relationships. This could be employee-employer. This could be business partners. It could be any sort of a relationship that is typically more or less one-on-one relationships. In addition to that, we got the Seven of Staves and we got the Hanging Ghost. So, there's something about this relationship that is not on the up and up, or there's something that's being hidden about this relationship right now. There's something that the other individual is apprehensive about telling you, so they're hiding it right now. Yeah, they're waiting to tell you something. They're afraid to tell you something, or they're holding it back for the time being. So there's something that the other individual or individuals in this relationship is holding back from you right now. So that's the energy of the week to start out with. So Spirit, what challenges might Group 2 be facing this week? What challenges could they be facing? What challenges might crop up for Group 2, please? What challenges will be cropping up for Group 2, please? Okay. So we got the Four of Cups and we got the Hermit, which is just confirming kind of what I've already said. There is something that, well, okay, so what I'm getting from these cards is that this other individual is not telling you something because they don't think you can handle it. Or you have been distant from them. Yeah, you have been, it could be that you're going through some stuff right now, but you are sort of withdrawn right now. You are not able to take on a lot right now. I don't know if you're having a hard time with something already, if there is something to do with this relationship that's already difficult for you, but you're not very receptive right now. You're not in a very receptive mood. And so that might be why this individual is not being forthcoming with whatever it is that they are holding back or are keeping from you. Spirit, why is the Three of Cups here? I'm not quite understanding this. Why is the Three of Cups here with regard to the challenges that Group 1 could be having? What is the Three of Cups saying to us? The Chariot. Yeah, so I'm just feeling like this other individual is holding back until you are ready to move forward and sort of come back into the world. Connect more with other people. So it may be that you are having maybe some depression issues right now. Maybe your workload is just too much. And so when you come home from work, you're just not very open. You don't want to have any more, you don't want a lot of contact with people. You can't really take on a lot more than what you're already doing. And so it could be that this individual is hanging back, waiting for you to come out of this state of whether it's exhaustion or depression, or you might even be angry about something, but something is causing you to hold back from this relationship. Something is causing you to hold back. And so this other individual in the relationship is they're waiting for you to come out of whatever this funk is that you're in right now, to get back to your old self. So that's kind of the challenge that you're dealing with right now. You may even know that there's something, or sense that there's something that this other individual is keeping from you. And you might also know that you're sort of standoffish, or you're just having a hard time right now, and you know that this other individual may be walking on eggshells because of that. And so you might be wanting to kind of get back to yourself, but you just can't, because there's just whatever this is that's going on right now is hard and heavy, and you just can't quite get out of it. So that might be the challenge. That's the challenge that I'm seeing for you this week. Spirit, thank you for that message. What is the best way for Group 2 to navigate this challenge? I may have said Group 1 here. I don't remember, but that might be why I was having trouble getting the cards to come out. This is for Group 2. So what is the best way for Group 2 to navigate this challenge, Spirit? What is the best way for them to navigate these challenges that they might be facing this week? What is the best way for group 2 to get through this? Okay, well, we got the 9 of Cups and we got the 9 of Staves. That was the first cards that came out. So 9s are nearing completion. So one of the things that will help you most navigate through this challenge is to know that it's almost over. You're about coming out of this. We got the 10 of Swords and we got the the 10 of Staves and the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is saying that soon there's going to be clarity for you. Like I said, the 9s indicate that you're almost through whatever this is, whatever this heaviness, whatever this burden is. Maybe that's what this is. This is a burden. So whatever this burden is, you're about through with it. There is going to be beginning of some clarity real soon. Things are going to lighten up, and there's going to be light at the end of the tunnel very soon. So basically, I think what this is saying is just wait it out. Continue to hang on, continue to hold on, and very soon things will get clearer, things will get lighter, your burden will get released to a certain extent, and you'll be able to start cutting away some of this heaviness, some of this depression or fatigue or overload, whatever it is that you're going through right now. You're almost through it. It's going to lighten up real soon. So the best way to get through this right now is just to kind of hang on, stay steady. It won't do any good to try and really get out of this situation or do something or really try and make strides toward pulling yourself out of this, because it's not quite there yet. You're not ready, and that will just probably utilize more energy that you don't already have. So just hang on. It's almost done. And it's gonna get clearer soon. It's gonna get lighter soon. So Spirit, what blessings or rewards can Group 2 expect this week? What blessings or rewards are coming to them? Okay, so we got the Queen of Coins and we got the 5 of Swords and we got the Queen of Cups. So these two queens here, I believe, are referring to one individual in your life, and it may be the other person in this situation, in this relationship. It could be literally a woman, or it could be just someone who has a very caring nature. But this person is solid with you. They care for you very, very much, so much so that they're never going to leave you. Even through this difficult time, they're still going to be there for you. Even though there is something that they are keeping back right now from you, it's only because they know that you need to get through whatever it is that you're going through right now. But the blessing is that they are always going to love you, and they are always going to be there for you. They're always going to be solid, okay? Spirit, could you please give us some clarity on what this 5 of Swords is telling us? What is the 5 of Swords here for? Six of Coins and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so this individual will not judge you for, there may have been something that was said or done that was potentially harmful to the relationship. Something that you may have said or done that was harmful for this relationship, or could have been harmful for the relationship. But they will not hold it against you. They didn't take it personally. They know what you're going through. And so that might be part of what's keeping you in this situation. You may feel as though, how could I possibly have said that or done that or even thought that, whatever this was. But this individual knows that whatever that was, it was motivated by this dark place where you are right now. And so they don't hold that against you because they know what you're going through. And I say they know, but they may not really know, but it doesn't matter if they know or not. They don't have to know everything that you're going through. What they know is that you're in a hard place right now, and they don't hold that against you. So anything that may have come from that difficulty, they're not judging you for that. They're not holding it against you. They're not gonna hold it over your head or lord it over you from here on out. They are absolutely perfectly ready to move forward and continue to love you the way that they do. In fact, they are looking forward to it. They very much want things to get back to the way that they were. They are looking forward to you getting through this dark patch and coming back to them and being the person that they know that you are. They absolutely have no doubt about the relationship. It's solid. It's fine. They just want you to feel better. Spirit, thank you so much for that message. And how can Group 2 best draw these blessings to them? How can they best draw these blessings to them? How best can Group 1 help these blessings to materialize for them? Okay. So we got the Knight of Staves, we got the Ace of Cups, we got the Temperance card, and we got the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is telling you to heal. Continue to go through whatever this is you're going through and find your way through it. Take the time that you need to really find your center. Right now, things might be really in a state of upheaval for you. You could be really out of balance. You might be really lacking energy, or you might be really having too much negativity in your life. There might be anger over something. There might be frustration. There might be guilt. There might be, it could just be depression, anxiety, but things are out of balance. So this card is telling you to heal what is out of balance and bring it back to a place in the center. And the way to do that is to do whatever you can to feel the love from this relationship. Know that that's there. But the other thing that is really going to help you through this is to find something that you're passionate about, something that brings out your creativity, something that brings out just makes you excited. Find something that is a passion for you. Whatever it is that you're dealing with here is potentially stuff that you have to deal with. It's day to day. It's it's make a living. It's whatever it is that is putting you in this dark place. And you may feel like you don't have the time or the energy to get out of this dark place, but you just have to continue to deal with it. Well, what this card is telling you is to step away from this dark place and find something that you're passionate about. Something that has nothing to do with making a living. Something that has nothing to do with fixing a problem. Something that has nothing to do with your day-to-day. Just something that makes you feel alive. And do that thing. That's the way to bring this blessing to you, because that is something that's going to regenerate your energy for you. This doesn't have to be anything that's productive, and in fact it's probably best if it's not. It might seem like a waste of time, a big waste of time to you, but it's not. It's so important that you find something that gives you a sense of happiness, of just feeling like yourself again, feeling like you've done something fun, or you've done something exciting, or you've done something that's beautiful or creative. And that's going to start you back to where you can begin to feel happy again. It's going to be the start of the emotion, the happy emotion, the calm emotion, the joy creeping back in again. And that's what you need right now. That's how you can bring these blessings to you. So take some time out from the have-tos, the musts, the necessities. Take some time away from that and find something that just lights you up, and do that. Just do that. If that's going outside and walking in nature, then that's fine. If that's painting a picture, do that. If that's sitting down and writing a book, if that is going outside and playing kickball with your kids, whatever it is that lights you up, that you're passionate about, that's creative for you, do that thing. It doesn't have to be anything that amounts to anything. It doesn't have to be anything that you sell or make money at or is a masterpiece. It doesn't matter what the outcome is. What matters is what you put into it. So put yourself into this, enjoy it, be passionate about it. Let it begin to fill you back up again with this positive emotion that you're missing in your life now. Spirit, thank you so much for those messages. And may we have messages, please, for the outcome for group 2. What is the outcome for them? Okay, so, yeah. Okay, so we got initially the 3 of Swords, which is a difficult card. This speaks of heartache, but we also got the Knight of Swords. So what this is saying is that all of this is going to begin to help you cut away this heartache that you have. This is going to be a place where you can take action to cut away whatever it is that's weighing you down, that's causing you this heartache, that's wounding you in your heart. You're going to start to cut that away, to fix it, to move forward. And the King of Staves, this is going to bring you to a place where you're back to this controlled place in your life, but not so much control, but it's going to bring you back to a place where you're alive again, where you feel really genuinely alive. You're passionate about your life, you are making things happen, you are enjoying what you do, and the Star, ultimately this is going to bring you to a place where your life is what you dream of, what you hope for. So cutting away this heartache, which is what this is all going to allow you to do. Cutting away this heartache is going to bring you to a place where you begin to feel the fire in your life again. You feel the creativity. You feel everything's going to be more colorful again. Everything's going to start to fill up with color and joy and passion. And that's going to allow you to get to a place in your life where you not only are better than you were before, and you not only are recovered from whatever this is, but it's going to take you to a place in your life where you're not going to fall back into this again. You're not going to be in that mundane humdrum, okay, I'm making it today, tomorrow I may not be. You're not going to be in that place anymore. Physically, materially, you might still be in a place that is not the easiest, but as far as knowing what your life is worth and knowing what you want in life, this relationship is going to bring you to a place where you have that understanding that your life is something precious, and you're going to be very, very grateful for everything that you have in your life. So that, I feel like this week is a tricky time for you. Going through some stuff, but you have this relationship that is solid, so solid. This, whoever this individual or individuals is or are, they're going to stick with you. They're always going to stick with you. They're always going to love you. They always believe in you. And so take the time away from being the breadwinner or being the rock for this relationship. It's draining you too much. Or just, being the person who contributes to the 50-50. Whatever it is that you feel like is your duty, like you feel like is somebody's depending on you to have to do it. Whatever that is, drop it for a bit, just for a bit. This person or people will still be here. They're not going to blame you for that. In fact, they'll be happy to see you enjoying yourself. Do something that makes you passionate. Do something that lights your fire. And then that is going to allow you to heal from whatever this is that you're dealing with right now. This relationship is still going to be there. In fact, it's going to be that much stronger because they're going to be so happy that you've managed to get out of this situation. They've been trying to help you, but they just don't know. They can't. They don't know how to. You have to do this for yourself. They're going to be there to support you, but do something that just lights you up, something that brings you alive. And that's going to be your road back to filling your heart back up, making your life this beautiful potential that is there all along. It's this week. It's you're in a tough place right now. I feel that, but you've got the support. Don't ever doubt that this individual is there for you and will be there for you, and lean on that and do what you need to do to get yourself out of this. You're going to feel so much better. So I'm grateful for that. We pulled a lesson card ahead of time, and let's take a look at this. The lesson card that I got for you is failure. I understand that a mistake is the only opportunity to live, or to learn, So I think this goes along with, when we talked about there may have been something that was said or done that you worry may have ruined this relationship or damaged this relationship. Not so. So let's read and see what the book has to say about this. Life on Earth is full of experiences. It is our human brain that views outcomes as good or bad. The soul simply views them as chances to grow. Learn to see the big picture of life instead of the minutia. Okay, so the soul simply views them as chances to grow. The brain sees things as good or bad. See, this is your soulmate. This is your soulmate over here, or a soulmate, or a soul family member. They view whatever has happened as a lesson, a chance to learn, not as good or bad. So don't be worried that they're, that they're looking at it as a bad thing. They're not. They know that it's just something that happened that we learn from. Learn to see the big picture of life instead of the minutia. Failure to accomplish a task is merely the opportunity to evolve, and the negative connotation of the word failure can prevent you from trying again. You must come to the realization that there is no judgment involved with your soul's lessons. Realize that what you view as a failure is just your soul telling you that there is another path. Embrace the maxim, when one door closes, another one opens. It is time for you to stop any negative emotional investment you have in the outcome. Revel in the knowingness that everything will reveal itself when it is meant to. No matter what, be true to your dream and the creative process. So we talked about your life, realizing your dream. You have the star card, which is the card of the dream. And this also talks about the creative process. We talked about doing something creative, passionate, something that you love, to get you back set on your feet, to get your energy building back up again, to get that passion back in your heart. So I think that this card is fitting. So I wish you the best of luck with this. Please know that whoever this is in your life that is truly a soul being in your life, a soulmate, a soul family member, they are there for you. They're going to be there for you no matter what. You can't do anything to drive them away. So they just want to see you get better. So you can do that. You can absolutely 100% do that. And I have faith that you will. So thank you so much for sharing this reading with me. I'm grateful that you've been here, and I hope that you'll come back and spend time with me again. Best of luck on your week. I hope it turns out well for you, and sending you lots of love. Bye.